Heya, back. Apparently there's an old Facebook game called Cloudstone. Hmm. You can buy Cloudstone in the remake? Huh. Now that's a mercy. The Storm King will give you the pure Cloudstone, but apparently it can also be dropped by Storm Beasts. Albeit you've seen the drop rate on chunks so far. Sorry, I feel like I have something in my mouth now. I have for the last while. I could have had a terrible taste, and now I can feel something. I think it's just me being paranoid because of the thing that hit me. I think it's a random bug that's been preying on my plant. Once I have the stats up, I'll worry about getting the sword along the curved sword of searching. Actually, I could worry about the sword. Still keep feeling that thing in my mouth, but I think it's just in my head, you know. Well, obviously that's where my mouth is. Not on my hips as everyone else thinks. Or just beneath them. Basically, I could worry about getting the souls for the blue blood sword. I could worry about getting the souls for that, but I could give up on it and just go get the curved sword of searching. I could go get the curved sword of searching. Right now I could go off and get it. And leave the grinding here till then. Because once I get the curved sword, I have it on. Which means the drop rate here will go up. I don't need the blue blood sword for that. The sword talks about purity, so I keep thinking pure blood rather than blue blood. So yeah, I could go get the curved sword of searching, and use that, have that there instead of the talisman, and use that for stat game purposes. But not for item game purposes. But I kind of want to finish the grind I'm doing right now, so I can say like, here I got this sword that I've been grinding for, and I can go get this thing now. Get the two at once rather than just one of them. Though I'm thinking right now I wouldn't have the carry capacity to have them both there and still be able to fast run. of reach. So yeah, I could go get the curved sword of searching right now. Go buy the few pieces I need, upgrade the other thing, upturn it into the sword, and go back to grinding. But I know I wouldn't actually be able to use it just yet. And I want to finish the grind for the other sword so I can get the both at once and feel good about myself. But I still won't be able to use both at once. I still need more to do more grinding. Because the other sword will be too heavy for me to have. It's still fast roll, so I have a lot more grinding to do. How much more, I'm not sure. Because I need to keep the cling ring on. That's some terrible slowdown. Yeah, see, Skivir the Wanderer looks completely different. Just gonna turn this fan on for a sec.
I can forge weapons for you. Do come back a lot.
Thou sitent, soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel.
17 or 18.
Let strength be granted, so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
18, I'm one off. And I actually have enough souls in the other souls to don't think that's enough. That's enough.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
No.
I shall await. I am.
This should be enough.
Thou sitent, soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Art thou the main?
Okay. Now, unequip Storm Ruler, go back to the Bastard Sword, two-hand it, and we head to... No, we have to go see here. Actually... Yeah, Execution Meralda. She's the one I was talking about before. That appears in 1-1. I'll head there next. Wait, shit. I need to bring the items. It's kind of why Dark Souls 1, the other games are better in a sense, because you can just carry everything on you and it's just a clutter issue rather than a carry capacity issue. It's very useful. Yeah, I can't deposit anymore though, so I'm gonna have to start deleting items actually.
You have a heart.
The reason I'm going for this is I feel it'll hit harder than the sword I was using to kill these guys. I'm hoping it will anyway. Because I think the sword I was using didn't actually scale off strength at all. Well, this sword does. Actually. Yeah, no, it only scales off magic. And it scales very well, but I don't have that great a magic stat. So, this new sword will do better. This new sword is also stronger. See, this has 101 physical, 109 magical. That's been affected by the fact it's plus 4 weapon. This starts off at 100 piece. Starts off at 100 piece. And scales better. For me.
If it be a black.
A white iron straight sword, born from the soul of the demon Maiden Estraya. The sword of true nobility, endowed with the essential power humans are born with, which increases its attack power. Look. Though there was something about the purest things being the most impure. Maybe that was on her soul. I don't remember where that war came from, so maybe it's from the remake. Or if you take in impurities, then it must be the most impure. I can't remember the phrasing, but it must have been from the remake. Maybe them adding flavor text to the souls because they're all generic. Maybe that's it. In which case I'm ignoring it. Oh, okay, there is still a soul cost, but it's minor. Okay, I accept. It should be listed here, but I accept. Oh, it is. It is. I just didn't see it. If you want to fuck yourself over, you can break it down. Break it down.
All done?
If I want to upgrade this, I think I need a colorless demon soul or something. Which... Oh, this does not scale off dex. D scaling off strength, at the very least. E scaling off the other two. I think you can upgrade it, in which case it needs a colorless demon soul. You get those primarily from primordial demons, which are found in just before pure black. No, actually, you can't upgrade this. You can't upgrade it whatsoever. So. Yeah, it's good. Not sure what stone that was. Clicked too fast. See? It's a beautiful sword. Just screwed up the commands there. See? Beautiful. I know I don't have much souls on me, but I'm going to pay and pop all the soul items I have, and I'm betting I'll be able to buy enough. Plus, I'm going to be killing every enemy on the way down. Having a damn easy time about it, given what I'm using. I'm probably going to stick with the the 200, the great sword, because I enjoy great swords. But I'm probably going to stick with the 200 great swords. With the great sword because I enjoy great swords. But this sword is going to see a lot of use because it's a damn good sword. Nice. See? Great sword. I can now two-shot these. Dragonstone Shard. New attack. Oh yes. Boom. Jesus. Up, dickwads. Yeah, spice will flow no more. Jesus Christ, game. Dark Heater Shield +2. I want to jump on the guy here. I find him really hard to see there. Yeah, Dark Heater Shield +2. I now need upgraded 3 times. So that's stone saved. I don't quite remember what I needed. Maybe I'll just buy as much as I can of the...
Well, alright then. Come back when you...
I think I need like 8 large sharpstone shards. Excuse me. Yeah, I think it's only 8. Having extra wouldn't hurt. I'm glad I didn't think I actually bought them. I'm now short what I need for these. I need some of these, but I'm shy. I think this sword may also have longer reach than the other one I was using. Though it doesn't have the mana regen effect. You really don't get much for killing these. Chunk of greystone. Appreciate it. Shard of greystone. Shard of greystone. Okay, there's some there's a big boy in here I could kill. It's just ahead. I could kill that and maybe the next one. Bit of a waste, really, but what can you do? Yeah, that's a little less. It's probably because we're on, relatively speaking, pure white. That is like a horror movie. Enemies get harder and you get more souls, the darker it is. Jesus. Seriously? But this sword will be vital to me grinding those knights, as they are resistant to my sword, but they're a lot less resistant to this because of its heavy magic damage. It's got good scaling. This stuff scales weirdly. Um, get a lot more look. That like it's got like D scaling strength and then E on magic and fate. But if you with luck, you get more from each of those stats. The more luck you have, and the more you have of those stats, the more you get from luck. Apparently, they both like feed into each other. 'Actually, thinking about it now, I don't have enough souls to upgrade the sword.
Hello, I'm Keith.
Small flame scale demon soul. It's tempting. Because I think that is just a, yeah, it has no other effect. I'll confirm it on the wiki. $10,000 souls. That's it. Actually, I need to stop for 1 second, folks. BRB. Here, folks. Brief, just poke back. I nearly did something very bad there. I ended up bumping off the controls. The fucking shoulder buttons. Could have just, cut this guy's head off by mistake and lost access to storage. Fun. Pays me to, fat finger the controller. 38, 39, 40, 41, 42.
You have a heart.
It's me. Small flame scale demon soul. It's first demon soul I've used.
I can forge.
They say that the demon soul is not the same as like a ton of like mortal souls. Human souls just mingle together, and yet when you use one, it seems to function that way. I'm choosing to believe that it isn't actually breaking it up into little individual souls, but it's just giving you a power equivalent to that many individual souls. It was less than I thought I needed.
Do come.
That's fun. Wouldn't it suck if I upgraded the sword? Meaning I had to go de-level it
Thank
and
good
do it
Lord.
all over again. Wouldn't that suck?
We are in.
If it be a...
Maybe can't upgrade that either. Also, the primordial demons aren't guaranteed to give a soul, and you only get like one per area per run, much like those black phantoms. So you may get 5 souls. I think there's actually five of them, and then a single stray, Cole Steven soul that you can find as an item in 1-1. I'll actually head there now and go get it. But so you may at most get 6 per run, I think. Unless there's other like stray ones around the place that I don't know of. So at most you may get 6 per run. And there's 2 things I want to check out here. You mightn't even get those 6. And there's a variety of items that want those souls. So if as part of your 100%ing the game thing that you want to do is upgrade all the items, then you're in for many runs of the game. Let's go that way. Sorry, I was losing my train of thought. I forgot enemies lunging at you and take double damage. Ooh, 8 souls. Thank you, big spender. Oh, shit. This ain't open yet. Nah, I need to kill one more boss. Okay, up left tower. Ooh, also Rooster Teeth is being shut down. The news just came out today. Rooster Teeth is being shut down. I was hoping to hear the barrel explode. But yeah, Rooster Teeth's being shut down. If you don't know who Rooster Teeth is, they did a web series of machinima called Red vs. Blue years and years ago. They've been going for all I know, but I haven't watched it in years and years. If you don't know what a machinima is, imagine you're playing a game and you decide you want to tell your own little story through it. So you set stuff up in such a way that you can like mime that the characters are talking to each other, and it's maybe just you and your friends playing together, saying like "Hello multiplayer," and you just like you have one person here as the camera, and you and your friends are talking, you're bobbing your heads, you're having conversations, and you act this whole thing out using a game. That's what machinima is. Basically, it's not like you're using a CGI thing or something like that. As far as I can gather, they're just using the game as it is and trying to tell a story through it. They're just chewing on some like rando Halo map and trying to tell a story through that. That was just, the show went on. They started using more and more like CGI and like characters taking off helmets and doing stuff you can't do in the game because it's now heavy CGI. But early days, it was all like pure gameplay, pure game. But yeah, it's red team versus blue team stuck in a box canyon, and it ends up spinning into weirder, grander things, and it was a fun thing. I liked it when I was younger. They also did Ruby, RWBY, each letter standing for the color and first name of the main 4 girls. Ruby, red, Weiss, white. It's technically pronounced Vice, but he preferred the other pronunciation. But and just he preferred the other pronunciation, and I think the thing was like German doesn't exist there, so they have a different pronunciation. He just wanted a different twang to it, which is fine. And then Blake, black, Yang, yellow. You know, they're all color coded, and yeah. Um, it was a fun series. Sadly, Monty, the guy behind it, one of the guys working on Rooster Teeth, died a few years into production, and then it apparently changed. Some people were saying it wasn't as good after he passed. Um, I do remember hearing there was a slap fight over it. One guy was claiming that they weren't following his like thing, while the others were saying he was, and they were like he had a vision for it that like notes he had passed down kind of thing. And one guy was saying they weren't following it, while others were saying they were. And it was a slap fight, and who bloody well knows. Because both parties were claiming to be friends with the guy. Just one happened to be the boss of the company, and so the other guy ended up getting fired. That's the story I remember hearing, but it's been so many years. But yeah, Rooster Teeth, they did like the Red versus Blue Machinima. They had a thing called Achievement Hunter. They did all this stuff. I remember this very foul-mouthed guy off YouTube ended up working for them, Michael, LTX Killer. I can't remember his personal YouTube account, but he was pretty surly. I remember watching his vids years and years ago, before I did this channel. Yeah, that brings me back. But yeah, they're after getting shut down. They got bought out a few years back by Warner Brothers, apparently, and now they're shut down. Warner Brothers closed. Rip. To Bo Rooster Teeth and that. They had a nickname, Cockbite, because it's a rooster and chattering teeth. So that's their logo. Thank God the guys here are weak. While they may be the same enemies models, there is different levels to them between the guys here and further in. I guess the further in guys are healthier. This guy, let's hope he's not, because he's a bit more annoying to deal with. Well, that's a good sign. He's certainly free. Ugh. Nice. Well, that's certainly a good sign to see that I've fared well against him there with 2 strikes. He still did heavy damage. The other guys aren't going to be quite as... Ooh, there's an item over there I never noticed. Not sure how to get that. It's on top of it. Oh, you drop down to it. Gotcha. I never noticed that when I woke over. It looked like I thought it was just a straight off thing, and I was like, oh, that's just a death trap. But yeah, it's a good sign that it fared well against him. It's not a perfect 1-for-1 of the other guys because he's weaker, but it's still a good sign. But yeah, Rooster Teeth, they did Red vs. Blue, they did Achievement Hunter, they had a ton of different shows. Did some sci-fi show, but apparently a separate team worked on the 2nd season, and it apparently didn't end up great. They had the Ruby animated series, which I've heard differing things on. Some people were saying it was great, and there's like different things to it. Others were saying it was just a copy of the first season. So I have no idea what to make of it myself. I haven't gotten to see it. I've got to see Ruby post Volume 1. So the end of Volume 1 was really hyped, and then I end up forgetting about it. But yeah, Rooster Teeth's gone. That's sad to see. Enjoyed it back in the day. Oh, still locked. That's annoying. Well, let's go over here and get this item. But yeah. And that's another bit of my childhood dead. Some time ago, this coding store Jinx died. It's not that big of a deal, but I remember really liking the place. I was thinking it's so cool, all the gamer stuff on it, and wanting to buy so much from it, but I ended up forgetting about it as the years went on, and I never ended up buying all the stuff I wanted to get, and now it's long since gone, long since closed. You can't upgrade crossbows. Fuck you. Finally got to kill you, you bastard. Off you go. So yeah, it's just sad to see because I always thought it was so cool, so awesome. The whole site just dedicated to gamer clothes and merch and whatnot, and it's gone. Always get the emails from them and the like random like quizzes you'd see, and it's all gone now. Finito. Closed their stores. Probably because back in the day, companies didn't do much of their own merchandise. They shipped it out to Jinx to make. But now, they make their own. So they don't need Jinx anymore. Yeah, see, fat roll. And I don't have any lighter gear to switch to, so I can't really grind with this. Unless I want to just grind here. So, give me a sec. Wait, no. I went to 2-2 rather than 2-3 and doubling back to 2-2. It's me, but yeah, shit, what was I talking about? Hey, folks, and I'm back. Oh yeah. Yeah, nowadays they have like companies do all their own merch and whatnot. I'm sure some did it back in the day, but I imagine, they commissioned it, commissioning it out to Jinx to do instead was such an easier thing. Um, so no fear, no pain. But yeah, it was just easier to ship it out to Jinx to do like, hey, we need you to make a t-shirt, we need you to make this, and have them do it. But now companies have all their own clothing stores and shit, and I just imagine it just cut into Jinx's margins too much. That's my guess anyway. If anything else was going on, I wouldn't have a fucking clue. So yeah, there's no way in hell I'm doing that. So unequip you, put back on the bastard sword, put back on Talisman of God. And it's now like 3 a.m. So I think I should just head to bed. It's probably an early start tomorrow. And another thing to do, fuck. The last few days have been a mess. They've been really fucking stressful. OCD's been raging too. Not helping matters. I don't want to end on that thought. I'm gonna do slight grind more. My item burden isn't it's pretty bad, but they don't drop too many items, so shit. It's tempting to use Thieves' Ring to cluster them, if it's true that they do become suicidal berserkers. They could be useful. Interior. Thank you. You reminded me that I was using the wrong hold. Annoying. Still, extra 10k. It's like same amount of time that it would take me to kill that first Reaper, but instead I get 10k for it. Just amply more lethal. Farming them here is actually pretty good money. It's a lot more risky, and you do end up having to use healing supplies. So it's a swings and roundabouts. Do you want more reliable, easier stuff, or do you want to a bit more adrenaline to your grinding, you know? Only a shard. Can't reach that. Now, I could jump off the edge, but I don't want to risk anything happening, so I'm just going to keep, like, waiting for it to kill me. Apparently, before Rooster Teeth even, you know, went down, they, like, years before they ended up shuttering their doors. Whoa. Give me a second. Like, founders were leaving and shit. Like, original people there from, like either they founded the company or, like, the very early days of it. I think it was a group of friends that founded it. I'm not sure, I don't remember the deets. But, like, there's a guy there called Bernie. He left, like, years before it went. The guy that voiced Caboose left. I also remember hearing, like the company went weird. They were making choices that, at least according to people reporting on it, didn't look like choices that the older Rooster Teeth used to be. Like, company culture changed, kind of thing. I remember hearing something. I remember talking about it in my Halo 3 run. I think it was Halo. Yeah, it was Halo 3. It was in the forest after crashing into the planet. Camera was really weird there, not being quite locked on. But like, yeah, according to people reporting on it, it was like choices that old Rooster Teeth wouldn't make. At least that's how they made it sound anyway. So, but yeah, I remember talking about it. Like, I think they were sending cease and desist against people who are making particular art for Ruby. Look, you make a fictional character. There's like some like anamorphized cookie game. People make weird art of that. You know, you can't make something and have people not make weird art of it. I'm sorry, that's not how it works. So I think this is a mid-roll. Doesn't seem as fast as normal. But yeah, you can't make something and not have people make weird art. Sorry, you can't. So yeah, it was weird. It was weird seeing people get into that. This terrible cotton feeling in my mouth. I've had it since that panic earlier. Feels like there's a hair in the back of my mouth. Terrible taste, too. Which I didn't have before the panic. It's probably just all in my head. Beyond the fact that it is where my mouth is located. I remember seeing a bit of a manga floating about online. Just came to mind there. It's called Overinflation. A kid is part of some tribe. His sister is kidnapped and taken as a slave, and he's well, the whole tribe is going to be taken as slaves, but his sister is taken to be auctioned off separately. So they aren't going to be together anymore. But the god of his tribe ended up communing with him and gave him an offer. An offer of power. And he takes it up on it, and he gets the power to print money with his skin. Like, he literally like sweats money out of it. The guy has an interesting dress sense, where it's things that leave only one thing to your imagination. Where the hell is his penis? As in, he's wearing very little, it's very clingy, and you see absolutely nothing. Like, literally, that's the only thing it leaves to your imagination. Where the hell's your dick? There's something I've seen floating about. Warner Brothers, speaking, remember I was saying of Rooster Teeth. Warner Brothers, an article came out recently, and it's really funny, and I can't tell if it's a piss-take article or serious. Warner Brothers came out with two games, probably more than just 2 games, but they came out with 2 games recently. One was a single-player game that did well. One was a games-as-a-service game that did dog shit. I'm dead. It's a game-as-a-service game that did dog shit. So they're going to double down on games-as-a-service. Corpos. They're fucking idiots. Hey Paul, this idea didn't work, but this one did. What should we do? Alright, we do the one that doesn't work. Duh. No, I do not desire death this time. I have a lot of souls, so let's go spend them. One sec. Hey folks, and I've returned. Let us continue for what I call 5 seconds. So, that video that I was telling you about earlier, the one that was doing really well, I actually never said what it was. It was UED First Light Part 16. It's now on 548 views. Very nice to see. Can't easily see its stats via the app, but it's beautiful to see.
Thou seek then, soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
It's beautiful to
Soul
see.
of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel.
548 views.
Let's straight
I don't know
ground,
how
so the
long
world might
it
be
has been
mended.
watched either. Sorry, let me start again.
So the world might be
548 views. Don't know how much has been watched, and I don't know how many likes it's gotten or anything like that. I don't want to click in because I'll give it another view and throw stuff off and bark. But seeing it get that many views in, like, it's been an hour or whatever since I last checked, it's just beautiful to see. That's all. Damn. I only got 2 levels up out of all that. The soul gain's gotten ridiculous. I think at this point I may just need to, you know, basically roll. I'm on soul level 93. I may need to wait to New Game Plus to actually worry about leveling up more. Just simply the need for souls is just getting so great. I suppose, I could just keep grinding, keep going hard at it, but I'm needing to get over 50,000 per level now as is. So it's getting a little hefty. So I didn't end up making as much progress as I thought I would. I got too carried away with grinding. But I am that bit closer to being able to... I'm that bit closer to being able to wield both of these. Here's the thing. Damn, I hope that would apply to equip weight. I don't actually have to lose that much. It's 50%, so, or gain that much strength. It's like a single point. That's it. A single point of equip burden, and that should put me over. Actually, no, wait, not a single point. Sorry, I was flipping things around wrong. Actually, no, I'm... Shit. I'm 10 off, I think. Fuck. I thought I was much closer than I was, but no, I'm 10 off. That's a hefty thing. If I go back to being a stripper, I can do that, but I don't want to be.
Thank I was what?
This game is a lot meaner on item weight than the other games. The other games I would have been fine gear-wise at this point.
We are it. Thank good I was what? We are it.
Okay, I could, wear this leather jacket, so I have at least some still gear going, and I can pretend I'm Geralt. Look, see, I got potions there. Okay, there are potions. Um, and I could try to fight enemies in this, but it's a bit of a downgrade gear-wise, so I'm a little nervous. Because I'll be used to fighting in my plate, and this is a bit weaker. So, I'm a bit worried. Much greater poison resist, though, like, my god. Even against the Gloom gear, which is great resistance gear. But yeah, I could try and wear this, so I could actually use both of these and go fight enemies and grind a bit. But I certainly wouldn't be able to use this grinding in 4-3. Grinding 4-3 in this is a no-go. I'm dying pretty easy even with Gloom armor on. So, trying to grind with a leather jacket? Nah, I'll die even sooner. Because it's a fair bit of power loss. But other enemies, maybe I could do it. Like the knights in 1-3 that I want to fight. Maybe I could do those. We'll have to wait and see. Looks like a tail. I almost had a tail there. Oh, almost looked like I had a tail there, I should say.
Oh,
I'm still sad that those other guys are dead, because I apologies. I'm sure one of them would have commented on the fact that I had that's the monumental to fix those. I'm sure I can regen them. But oh fuck, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, I'm sure like the other guy, the acolyte of Saint Urbane, would have had something to say about Maiden Estraya. He already commented about it. He may have had something else to say. Maybe the other guy would have something else to comment on. I don't know. But neither Freak nor Bane here have anything to comment on right now. They're kind of ran out of topics. And yeah, I do plan, like, I'm gonna platinum the game. I checked it out, there's like 13 upgrades in the game that are just like weapon upgrades. Like, make the strongest normal sword, make the strongest, heavy weapon, dark weapon, For every item resource, there's an achievement. Like, upgrade resource, there's an achievement. Make every boss weapon, get every miracle, spell. There's a ton of these achievements. But that does, like, since Estraya's soul can go for so many different things, like a sword and then 3 different spells, because there's 3 different mage teachers, that means I do have to play the game 3 more times, because our soul could go 4 ways. I've used it 1 way, so now I need to get the other 3. So, yeah, that's fun. You know one thing I will like when I go to kill Patches? You know when he wants to bait me into that pit? Backstab him, because you like knock him forwards. I would like to knock him into the pit. It would be funny if there was a line for that. It's like, what? No! That'll be funny. But anyway, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you join me again soon. If there's anything you'd like to tell me, please let me know in the comment section below, but do keep in mind the backlog. It does exist. I'm not sure how many Elden Ring vids I'm going to do. I checked it out, and it seems like I've just under 100 hours. I thought I had exactly 100 hours of the game, but even with New Game Plus stuff, I don't. I have a little, like, every time I finish a game, I record a little bit of New Game Plus before I'm like, okay, I'm done here, see you next time, and then move on to the next game. Always getting like 1 episode out, but though I record a little extra of Elden Ring, so maybe 2-3 episodes, I'm not sure. I can't remember how much I recorded of it, but I still feel that hair in my mouth. But yeah, Yeah, there's a fair bit of Elden Ring you have to go. I think we just hit episode 31 in being released, and yeah, I think we just hit episode 1 being released, the 31 being released, and there's 70 currently done, and like 50 more hours to go, 50 something more hours. Presuming each episode is going to be 30 minutes exactly, which will not be the case, that would end up being 100 episodes. It's going to be a little less. So, I think it's 50 hours. Could be 70 hours. Whatever. There's still plenty more to come. And then there's all this so far, which would clock out to be maybe 2 more months of footage. So, basically, yeah. Feel free to tell me what you want, but do keep in mind there's a great delay between this being recorded and released. In all likelihood, I'll be done with a few of my runs of this game by the time this comes out. If not, moved on to Dark Souls 1. So, basically, if you have any suggestions or ideas, feel free to let me know. It will be beneficial to anyone else who watches the video. If if there's something particular you want to comment on, please leave a timestamp, as I certainly won't remember by the time this comes out. I certainly won't remember. So anyway, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this. If there's anything you'd like to tell me, please let me know in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel out. Makes me feel warm and fuzzy. Like, seriously, I feel so overwhelmed when a vid does really well. It's just like, my fucking god, people have actually seen this. God, fuck. So, please, like, comment, subscribe. Please, try and give me a heart attack by making vids do well. I want to die that way. Till then, love and peace. Hey folks, minor addition. Since I told you that vid, you remember the StarCraft vid that did really well? Since I told you how well it did, it's now on 605 views. It's fucking ridiculous. 17.1 hours watched. 8 likes still. It's a 31-minute video, 2 seconds. It's fucking ridiculous. It's beautiful to see. I'll stop gushing. I'll see you next time. I hope you've enjoyed.